All right, 1992. Let's start from 1990. How old are you?
Uh,
What year were you born?
I was born in 2007.
So Lindsay, probably around the same time, right, Lindsay?
2006, yeah.
1992. It's a very no. That's not when I'm born. I'm born in 76, but 1992 is the new being born. That is the year I was jumped into my gang, STS, Satanas gang. It's the probably most violent and well-known Filipino gang in Los Angeles.
Mm-hmm.
We were well known for being really ruthless and being we will really protect each other. So we did a lot of protect each other by all means necessary. 1992, 14, something like that. I think I was 14 years old, 15, when I got jumped into the gang. Right there in part in Bellevue, behind an apartment structure. For Scooby, Mr. Scooby, Dreamer, Gigolo, and Mr. Dopey jumped me in that day, and I was reborn into a new person. And by that day, I was gangbanging all my life. Well, all my life was 4 years. I was a teenager. So from 14 to 18, I was gangbanging hard. And then I the story. I got arrested for armed robbery, and then, I was in county jail for a couple weeks and learned a lot. When I got out, I decided to change my life. Started the GAP program, Gang Awareness Program in Koreatown. And we made that documentary, and we helped and counseled a bunch of young gang members. And then from then, I decided to go off into business, finish college, change my life around. And my first business is an education program for people with autism and other developmental disabilities, which is my passion and my love now. And I've been doing that from 2001 till today. 2016, I started a cannabis company in Humboldt, California. We have facilities in Humboldt, Oklahoma, and building facilities in Costa Rica now. But 10 years ago, I decided to go clean and not have any alcohol, or I was doing a lot of drugs at that time. I was doing, here are the drugs, okay? Marijuana, which is my favorite. Molly. I love Molly, okay? Like, give me some Molly and some ecstasy and some weed. That three combination is like, I'm in heaven, okay? Take me to a festival with some good music and some good people, and I'm in heaven, all right? And that's my favorite mixture of drugs to do. Alcohol was when I cannot do all of that at the same time. So when I decided to quit weed and quit all those drugs, I chose alcohol as my other options. But alcohol came second, and I was abusing alcohol for probably 7 years. And then after that, I decided to quit everything. So now I realize that I do have an addictive personality, but I'm addicted to the gym. Today, I went to the gym twice. I'm addicted to sushi, and I'm addicted to water. Okay? And I'm addicted to making money. I love making money. Okay? Straight up. So those are my addictions, and I choose to have good addictions because I am an obsessive, addictive personality type of person. So we're going to go into the techniques that I use to quit drugs and alcohol, but that's my story in a nutshell.
But
what's next?
They say that, you can't like stop people from trying stuff like ecstasy, but it also is like really dangerous if you don't do it safely. Is that true in a sense? Like, is there a way to, safely take it, or?
Well, if you're a woman and you feel that way, and some ugly man that you normally wouldn't have sex with, you're like, hey, this feels good, you're probably going to get raped.
Right.
And young women get raped all the time at these festivals, and they wake up like, wow, I just had sex with you. I would have never said yes to that if I was like sober. Right. Those are the things that I would talk to my daughter about and say, look, probably not the smartest thing to do. On top of that, anything that's crazy, things that feel good that don't come naturally, probably will get you addicted. Right. Which is what happened to me. I got addicted. And then overloading your brain on all these drugs has now made me to where my ability to be happy is not as natural. I have to really work on it because all that happy juice got all used up during those times I was going to those festivals and like just going crazy. And you know what I mean?
Right.
Believe me, you're talking to someone now that has like made it past and made it through the end. Other people don't make it like that. They end up just having mental illness and sleeping on the street. But I have a lot to live for. And I have a great life just being without alcohol and drugs. So I have a lot of reason to want to be sober. So check this out. If you play this game called I call it the why game. If you play the why game deeply and you do it the right, there are rules to this game now. Rule number one, you have to be brutally honest. People lie, not only lie to other people just to win an argument. I know you guys are smart enough to win an argument, even though you don't believe in what you're talking about, huh?
Right. Yeah.
You ever do that? Debate
Yeah.
with somebody, even though you don't truly believe in like what you're talking about, just to see if you can like manipulate and win the argument. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
The thing about that is sometimes you do that to yourself. And the thing about the why game is you're not allowed to do that. You got to be completely objective, practical, and brutally honest. Rule number two, if you say I don't know, you're being lazy. So if you like ask a 16-year-old boy, why did you buy that fast car? You're gonna say, I don't know, I just like it. That's a normal answer from a lazy 16-year-old that doesn't have deep thought. But if you are a deep thinker, you're going to say, I bought that fast car because it gives me self-esteem. Why does it give you self-esteem? To be honest, I really like this girl, and I think she'll like me more if she sees me in this car, if she sits in this car. Why do you even like this girl? Because you can go deep into why, and it forces you to research and ask more questions. And the goal is to get to the middle of the onion, and peel back all the layers. Watch this. Why do you drink alcohol? Speak loud so they can hear you.
Because I like it.
Lazy answer. There are really 4 reasons why people drink alcohol. And I challenge you to come up with more. People drink because they want to relax.
Right.
People drink because they want to forget.
Mm.
People drink because they want to be courageous. Relax, forget, more courage.
Mhm.
Okay. Actually, so there's only 3. If I challenge you right now, you 2 and you, is there a 3rd reason? I mean, is there a 4th reason? Relax, forget, and be courageous.
Yeah.
Is there a 4th reason why you would drink?
To be confident.
Mm.
Courageous and confident, same category.
Mm.
Make a whole new category right now. Make a whole new category. I was gonna say her name, but I'm gonna keep her anonymous. Make a whole new category other than relax, forget, and be courageous and confident. Make a whole new category right now about why anyone would drink.
For sadness.
What does she say? Because if I'm sad, so what does that mean? You're drinking because you want to forget.
Okay.
When you're sad, you want to forget. Those 3 things. Let's remember those 3 things. What are they? What are the 3 things?
Forget, relax,
Forget,
Courageous.
courageous, and confident. Shouldn't those 3 things be done organically and naturally?
Yeah.
Through like meditation, building your confidence by other things like working on your personality, learning how to tell jokes, right? And forgetting. Do you even really want to forget about your problems?
Mm-mm.
Have you ever drank to forget?
No.
I have. When my grandma died, I was drunk every day for 6 months. When I got out of that issue, she was still dead. And I still had to deal with that problem. So when I asked myself these questions, I started to test myself because I was so used to drinking when I go out with my friends. Think about going to a nightclub and everyone's drunk and you're the only one not drunk. You know how fucking boring that is?
Yeah.
You know how hard that is? You know how fucking hard? Everyone's fucking drunk. You're the only one sober, having a good time. Like, okay, you know, and everyone's fucking going crazy, getting wild, right? They're getting fucking sloppy. They're like, and you're over here like, okay, well, all right, this is good. All right, I'm just trying to, you know.
Mhm.
I remember doing that for like 2 months, going out and forcing myself to go out. And then a switch happened inside me. I said, I am fun. I have a great personality
Mhm.
when I'm sober too, not just when I'm drunk. I have enough personality and skill to make people laugh, have a great time. And you know what I started doing? I started going to the club because I used to entertain a lot of celebrities in Vegas and acting like I was drunk. And it wasn't embarrassing. You know why? Because everyone was drunk with me. They didn't fucking, they actually thought I was drunk. I'm over here sipping on my fucking club soda. They're like, cheers, cheers. I'm cheersing with them with my soda water. Yeah, man, cheers, man. Yeah. I'm sober as fuck. But but I'm aware. I'm aware of everything going on. I'm aware of every joke I'm telling. I'm still making people laugh. I'm still making people have a good time. But I'm aware. You know, I've been in 300 fights in my life. I've lost 3. Those 3 that I lost, I got my ass kicked. I was drunk in those 3. It's not like I'm trying to promote fighting. It's just telling you that when I'm not aware, I'm going to get hurt. The point of it is those 3 things: relax, be courageous, forget. You should work on those things organically. Right now, my addictions are sleep, water, food, movement, and meditation. Those are my addictions. And my life has skyrocketed in having more fun, more awareness, more consciousness, and I make more money and I have better relationships. And I really try to hang out with people that share the same kind of values, because then we all have fun together. And you know, those are people that are confident naturally. They don't need like some medicine to be cool. I'm cool organically, and I'm funny organically. I'm gonna let you off this because you know.
So going back on topic of like your experiences of being in the gang, you were talking about how you were in so many fights and you only lost a few couple that in which you were actually drunk in. So on topic of being in a gang, could you explain like how your perception on and your views on drugs have changed ever since you were in a drug and then you got out of the gang?
I didn't even do drugs or alcohol when I was in the gang. I only did that after I started making money, actually. Drugs, gang banging and drugs and alcohol didn't really it wasn't, they didn't coexist together. It's not, there's no major correlation other than peer pressure, and maybe there might be some, I didn't actually really do too many hard drugs when I was gang banging. And then in the culture of gang banging, there's mainly just drinking, maybe weed, okay? So there's no real main correlation between the two, for me anyway. But it all boils down to peer pressure, you being a leader or a follower. And if you're around a bunch of drug addicts, you're probably going to be a drug addict. If you're around a bunch of alcoholics, you're probably going to be an alcoholic. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
It's all about leadership and follower. So in gang life, that's really what that is you're following a group of people. And for a purpose, you're trying to build confidence, you feel more safe. You need to do all those things organically, independently first.
I see. Thank you.
Right.
So you stated that you only ever really started using drugs after you started making money, which I presume is after you escaped the gang life. Could you talk to me about how the usage of substances have maybe changed or affected your life in any way?
Yeah, I was very not productive. And the good news is I had money, so it didn't affect my professional life. So I was only doing drugs and alcohol, really abusing that for like a good 5 years. And that was after I retired already. But I'm lucky because I had money. I had something to look forward to. Some people don't got much to look forward to, and the drugs and alcohol overtake them, and they just become a streetwalker after that.
Right.
Yeah. And also, I'm aware that you managed to get over this addiction because you realized all of these things. However, a lot of people don't actually have that realization, or as you stated just now, they don't have anything else in their life to look forward to, so they unfortunately relapse. Do you have any advice on like making sure you don't go back onto drugs?
Yeah, play the Y game.
Play the Y game.
Do the Y game. We just did it together just now, right?
Yes.
It's not just for drugs. Do that for everything you do. Why do you like this person? Why do you hang out with these people? Why do you dress the way you do? Why do you think the way you do? But, I mean, you got to do it the right way with all the right rules, okay? You can't mess around with the Y game. It's a sacred game, okay? If you want to better yourself, you're going to play the Y game, figure out all the right answers, and then put into action. There's actually 2 other games after the Y game. There's why, then how, and then you press a button and go. I can't even talk to you about how to master the how game and how to press the button and go game until you've mastered the why game. People say, I don't know a lot. It's like a part of their language. If you determine that you don't need to drink and you should be confident, you should relax, and you should not forget your problems organically, the how means, what is the counterbalance to drinking? You need to be sleeping well, drinking more water, going to the gym, eating right, and meditating. So that's the how, right? And then the action step is go, don't look back. You know, all 3 games are so hard that not everyone does it. The probability of my friend, following through on how and action step is so low that she's probably going to go drinking this weekend. Okay, with her friends, or next weekend, or the weekend after that, or at some point she's gonna drink again, or she's gonna have some kind of excuse to go, well, maybe I'm gonna cut down, or I'll maybe have a drink of wine. See, me, my action step was 10 years ago. I hit that button 10 years ago. I haven't had a sip of alcohol ever since. That's the difference between me and everybody else. Okay, that's why I have what I have. I live the life that I do, and I fix myself. I improve myself. And so all your questions, we can just end this right now. Every question that you have for me will be answered with, ask yourself why. If you want to improve yourself, figure out how, and then hit that action button and don't look back. But not everyone can do that. Any other questions?
So you managed to get off these like hard drugs like by yourself without any like prevention program or anything like that?
No. All those programs are just there to help you with those 3 games.
All right. Thank you.
Cool. Perfect.
Someone.
See how easy that is? It's simple, but the actual games itself are hard. You just got to keep practicing and mastering, okay? You got any more questions, hit me up.